one thing.
Let's go.
I know we blame the government a lot, but I would like the parents to also take the blame on this one, because
Let's go.
before the government is going to identify your
Let's
kid as
go.
being good at whatever, you as a parent, it's your job
Let's go.
to make sure that your kid
Let's
is
go.
actually on that path through and through,
Yeah.
and is disciplined. And also,
You must
the
remember
other
church.
Church. Yeah,
Church
besides.
fucking makes money, dog.
Okay, why are you saying church and
Man,
fucking in the same sentence?
gospel.
Please put this on the
Listen,
promo. Because
don't
why?
copyright like oh, Nacho.
Church makes money, but I want to start a fucking church right now.
Stop saying fucking
I'm
church
sorry.
in the same sentence.
I'm sorry, pardon me. But I'm saying,
So if Mocho, Ochola 3 mil for Tunosa, just end there, or there's more that they have to do.
Probably, and that's the thing. She
You're
won't.
cooking. You're cooking.
Listen, you guys.
we should
Your
put.
impulses on that.
You know what
thing.
we should do? We should put Ramaphosa and
we
Zuma
go.
in a
There we
cage
go.
fight,
There we go.
and then we will.
And Thabo Mbeki must be the referee.
Thabo Mbeki must be the referee, and then
Major.
we'll make a decision who runs the fucking country. You know what I mean?
Street squad. Let's take it there. Who? Yambon lo puto gcoka esiphiki. Akusafuni ukudlala ngoba mina ngiyamfila. Konje Orlando Pirates win. Thula mabota. Thula mapi. Ngikwatile. So welcome to Man's GSL's Global Streetz Live the podcast. My name is Karen. I'm testing the uncle from the ghetto doing big things in the city. I got the boys. To my left, which is gonna be your right, we got the boy Huziona, OGZ, OG
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
MCZ, G Lolani.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The vibes are vibing.
The street squad.
Thank
Thank you very much. Obvious fella. Siyabangela.
Which is gonna be your left. We got the boy, actually the man who I wish had a less ego. We got Lesejo. We got LSG. We got Lesejo dope tunes in full. Nandi with it. Let's chop it up. One time.
let's go.
We are the cameraman. We have got the Dark Knight. The Batman, Kagiso, KG, nah man, nah money. And in case you're wondering why I'm looking at him, because
My boy.
I'm looking at you because he said, stop saying that word. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
showing you that I listened
I'm happy.
to what
I'm
you're
glad.
so
I'm
I
glad.
didn't call him that.
Thank you
You're
very
happy.
much.
And most
Appreciate
importantly,
it.
you're welcome. We also want to introduce and welcome the VVIP of every show. In case you don't know, that's you, man. Shout out to you guys for joining us every time, rocking with us, subscribing, commenting, just watching and being part of the movement and the squad. In case you don't know, man,
Bastrata.
Hey, Bastrata. And you know, we're going to bring you nothing
What's my
else
boy?
but the realest and the funnest times. And you know, man, we talk about everything global and local, but nobody can do it like we. Because no one in the streets got swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. And we're going to do it how we do it every week. We're going to slide into it and going to check out how at least one of our weeks went, or maybe a little something that was significant. And a little birdie just told me, this week, okay, me chitang lena, unkarotlo isa into the show. I can say one time.
Oh, me chizeng le.
One talanganya ba shit e lena le munga yona ka chekula mmona ke.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, my highlights for the week. Oh yeah.
There's a lot
The
going
creator,
on.
yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
He passed on. And I'm sure the Shebets, like Dragon Ball Z.
My brother used to like it and I named Bora because he used to clash with. What's that now? Is it like the Majin Buu? It's the Majin Buu and the Vegeta thing.
Yeah.
When he goes Super Saiyan.
Good show, I say.
Yeah, I used to hate it because it used to clash with Wings Club. Remember, the girls watch Wings Club and then the boys watch Dragon Ball Z. So my brother wanted to watch Wings Club and I wanted to watch. My brother wanted to watch DBZ and I wanted to watch Wings Club and SABC One. So the creator.
I don't know Wings Club.
I've never heard about it too.
but
Tell me you guys know
I'm
Wings
lost.
Let's take it to
Wings Club is like that show Yadi Ferries, guys for girls.
It's about Powerpuff Girls, eh?
There's
And what
no
else? I think
way.
that's
There's no way you guys don't know the Wings Club?
Never seen it, man.
Guys, the Wings Club. Wings
Sorry,
Club.
man.
Street Squad, please someone save me. Girlies. The Wings Club. And even if I'm cheetah, if you have a sister, there's no way you don't know Wings Club. But it's fine. Let me
Oh,
not
yeah.
take your shine. Tadi Orla, tadi DBZ. Lena le mona nyana trunk.
DBZ. Yeah, so the creator passed on, and I actually got to see it from. Obviously, there was a post that went through, and it has just been on about it throughout the entire week. Gabon every day they've created. I think it was Goku, and I don't know who the other character is on Dragon Ball Z. They've
If
actually.
he's pink, he's Majin Buu. That's
no,
all I
it
know.
wasn't. It wasn't.
Vegeta.
No, Nessie Vegeta. There's another character, maybe the son or something. Where Utswere le box last topo.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
know?
saw that.
I think that was very
I
creative.
saw that
Killer one.
all of them, they were there like they were attending a funeral of this guy.
Yeah, killer one. I think that was a very nice way of just going about
Fana, that was
playing
a dope
Guyana.
one.
But he has made our childhoods very lovely, and especially era ya rona. I
course.
think okay, it's a bit otherwise, but yeah.
But did you like DBZ or like, because like they were like huge contenders at the time. I think we had Pikachu.
So-
Not
Those
really.
came after.
So
Pikachu came after DBZ.
no, it didn't actually. Pokemon came.
Oh, Pikachu. Look at the
before.
Pikachu. It's
Yeah, Pokemon came before DBZ. I think it came shortly after it, like maybe a year after it. After like Pokemon. Pokemon Kadile Pele, or what? When was it?
I'm trying to think, Jorge, which one came first, but I think it's Pokemon.
No, it is Pokemon. From my knowledge, I Kopula Shop, Pokemon was right in our faces.
Wait, let
and then
me
as soon
translate that.
as soon as Dragon Ball Z came in, then there was just everybody going wild. And I think a lot of people really loved Dragon Ball Z. And I think Ileatu Maufeta Pokemon, it became
Okay, wait. So I'm sorry. Who came first between Dragon Ball and Pokemon? Dragon Ball came first.
Really?
It started as a manga in Japan in 1984 before being developed as an anime and video game between 1986 and 1989. So
but when did it
Yeah,
become an
but
anime?
We
in 1989.
we want to know when did it start airing this side.
Yeah.
I don't
they,
know when.
they wouldn't tell us.
Because that's what I'm
Well, I
that's
would
what I'm
have to,
now
like-
saying. To say when did it start airing?
But in terms of popularity, Pokemon took it. Because you remember, we went through a. I hope like as Tarzan, that thing, like those
Tezos, yeah.
Yeah, Tezos.
Yeah.
You used to get them in your Simbas. I even had those.
Yeah, we used to challenge each other.
Crazy.
Eh, but those things they had Boma Lady in a because there was a rumor.
Yes,
Sometimes
the
they come
demonic and stuff.
Sometimes-
Yes.
And because of on the actual show, they used to come out. So they used to think, hey, then the next thing they're giving this thing to my child. That romantic your Pikachu. Me?
The thing is, there were stories.
But black superstitions were at their peak
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we were young.
True.
Oh, pinky, pinky.
Pinky pink.
Yeah,
Yes.
so everything
Yes.
there would be. Umamela Beyonce, I feel like moka pikini. Okay, Satanism, Illuminati, Matiba, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how, like, especially when you grow up, fear is like used as a big instrument in the black community.
It is. It is.
It is.
Get your foot in my bodies.
Yeah.
You get like so when you misbehave.
Umambo virus makeup.
What is me called? I used to see it, eh? I used to see it.
Crazy, but let's reel you back in, Street God. Tell us what are your crazy childhood memories. What did you grow up liking? Because clearly I feel like it's crazy how we grew up in different worlds, but we feel like we're the same person.
Yeah.
We did like the same thing.
You know what's funny? Black people grow up
The same.
It doesn't
Regardless
matter
of where you are, right?
Because we can relate so well.
And I saw that during our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Like that's what, like we
To
really,
say we're taking
for the most part.
households are different, but I feel like by a story, you can say the same story.
And you know what Jalo? It's trying to allow go America. Bare. As soon as the street light goes on, it's time to go home.
My boy,
And you understand they
My
don't
boy.
have the same culture as we do,
My
but
boy.
we think the same.
Yes, you know one.
if you don't, you get a butt whipping. Like you better fly home.
I
my
guess it's a
brother.
black thing.
Yo,
No matter
yeah.
where you are in the world.
Your mama be everything and you run. You run. But anyway, man, we love it and we're here for it. Look, man, it's been a very interesting week. Exciting things have happened in the entertainment space, I mean. And what better way to kick it off than with some fire. Because if there's something we're known for, it's for heat and fire. So I want to kick it off with Don Dada setting his clothes on fire.
I see what you did there, man.
Girl.
I see what you did
I came with
there.
it. I came cooking. I came with a
future in Nadia Nakai.
You get what I mean?
You can take out a pen and go.
I'll look into it. I'll talk to my management and my people will talk to her people.
You know what I mean?
But bring it back. I almost said so Nadia Nakai was but anyway, bring it back to it, man. Don Dada. So in case you don't know who he is, he's like a social media sensation. He's a culture curator. He is the people's person. I think he's got one of the most expensive smiles in our country. He's just that guy. And I mean, because his mouth is full of gold. But he's like, we also know him because of the show Ladies Kotani on Mzansi Magic. They had like a reality show. And in Ebanali, like a crew, Nelibo material. So that's why I came material Don Dada. And he spends the word material, mama. So what we know about him is that in the South African community, to be exact, if you have or are part of Ikotani, you rock a few prominent labels, right? It has to be Kavela, has to be Irosmada, so it's Rosmoda, it's Kavela, it's DMD. That's one of the most prominent labels if with Kotan. I don't know the others, but these ones I know, they're one of the most prominent. And Rosmoda being, is it that shoe that were like square corner?
Yeah, painted
like
one.
a small square at the top, yeah.
Okay. So, what we know is that DM King, Material Don Dada had an endorsement. And this is crazy because when you look more into it, it doesn't seem like it was like an affiliation. But let me just go into it. So there are like some really beautiful pieces by DMD. So there's a DMD backpack, right? That is like a signature collection by Don Dada. So he had like a DMD backpack, and e-keepers are the floral ones. He had like a specific line that was Don Dada, like written Don Dada, even the backpack.
So it was a collaboration.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So that you're gonna like what I'm about to say, right? Okay. And this is where the fire starts. No pun intended. So he drops that line, Giddy cool bag, it's in colorful, Don Dada, DMD, like I'll show you guys the pictures. And then after that, they were like Dikiba, right? And there were also some things that he also like collaborated with Little Rosmoda, right? And then he goes out on a social media and YouTube rant. He's like, I'm breaking off any affiliation I have with this brand, right? So the little boys that look up to him and like a guy see that dress like is Kotani way, like the vibe, made a video. And they're like, if you got money, it's F le brand,
sure.
So man, you want to sing twadle in, twadle Elise, angsadlali manje lena bo. You had to talk, so I'm like, okay, what's going on? So now obviously you need to like dig and find out why is he so mad. So he was like, so he just made a video breaking his affiliation to the brands, and then that's what he said. And then a day after, he set them alight. He took a video, put them on fire, and he set them alight. And people were like, he's like, I gave some of them away, but the signature pieces I burned. And then people were like, but you could have given them to homeless people. I don't know. The general ones that I bought with my money, I gave them to people. Yeah. But I'm only burning my signature line ones, right? And then people were outraged. Like, what's the big deal? Don Dada allegedly has never seen a cent of imali from all those collaborations. Yes. Not even 10 cents or 5 cents.
Yeah.
One, he's reached out to the brands on countless occasions, and he decided to say, you know what, to hell with this. And now the streets that he influences, because he's a culture king, in as much as in his own right he is. So the boys are angry, saying, if utele Khretman, utele Latina, because if there's something unspoken about Ikasi language, is if whoever we respect is for a reason. So if you disrespect them, you lose us.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's like a huge boycott move. Like, and they're like, Carlton Center, Pitora, And Don Dada's like, I'm not trying to be like unruly, but like, guys, I haven't seen a cent. Yeah. And my boys are rocking it. They buy it in every color. I run the streets. Yeah. I run the streets. And
the question that I have is, I understand him knocking on every door.
And there's no
trying
contract, by the way. So
I was about to go there.
that's how
Jorge.
I saw you were going.
What did you sign?
There's no contract, so apparently it looks like it's starting to seem like they took advantage of him.
But before we say they took advantage, né, what I want to know is, I know there are different ways that these brands would compensate. In some cases,
With merch, they would give him merch. They would give them material, culture.
yeah.
They
So
would give him
that,
merch.
what is that called, Gonje? It's called about kaya diaparo or whatever.
Sponsor.
Not sponsor,
It's
but
a collaboration in a way.
yeah. But
But I know
isn't that on its own?
My friend,
Isn't that like saying,
My
okay,
friend.
Rukaya Diaparo, that's our deal.
Yeah, that's part of our deal.
You and
Okay.
us as the brand, you as the person that's going to be going out there and marketing this.
look at them. Look at the backpack that he was making. Look, my thing is, if I don't know, you guys, I think also because Kakis is a bit more law-like when it comes to things like
Yeah.
this. There's a difference when I'm saying, brand ya lona ba ya para because kugu I rata. I'm saying there is a brand that is running and selling because it has my name on it. That backpack,
True,
has his name on it. DMD Don Dada, like right there at the end. Yeah, at the end, it's a with his signature, guys, like his proper signature, with his handwriting.
But did they make it?
They
for
didn't,
him,
so it looks like-
Or was it for mass production?
So this guy, he gets into the process. They actually said, as a team, they collaborated. Since when u curator culture ya this thing, king ntwe o ifulang gore o ka yetsa o smart go shotang ka yona. You understand? Ka ba ha say less. Kanti isa.
You know, for me, I don't think they took advantage of him. He put himself in a position where he could be.
He didn't know any better.
Nah, but come on, he's been in the game for a while now,
Nah,
and I'm
that's
sure
what-
he's got
remember there was a
management.
There was a time we had a similar conversation about contracts. And it
Oh, we
goes
were
back
talking
to
about
that.
music and the music
We talk about
business.
music,
Yeah,
yeah, one time. So it's the same. Any type of contract that is signed by a person that does not necessarily have either the time to go through it or somebody who's going to
goes
represent
void.
him
Yeah.
to say, okay, I will read this for you. And then I'll let you know what this actually says and what you're going to benefit, or let me rather say, what are the pros and cons about this particular contract. So it goes back to Taba Eyoring. He's going to fall into that same thing. I want a statement, sorry, he's been in the industry. That's true. We cannot deny that.
Sure.
However, no matter how long you've been in the industry, if you are not going through the terms and conditions, you're fucked. You are
So
going
that's why I am saying that he put himself in a position
you can
where
I don't
he
think
could
so. I
be
feel like
taken-
maybe they were slick guys with this guy.
Nah, they can't be. Don Dada has been in the game. The amount of music videos that Don Dada has been part
But
of.
that's the thing. I said last week. I said this thing like he got. I shouldn't tell last year. I shouldn't tell last. Can tell like yes about. To a point is like I'm because it looks like this collaboration started when they had the reality show. Remember, and it was hot.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah. So so this thing it's like, for example, what I want you to guys. I get your points, valid, but here's what I feel like you're missing. Kagiso owns GSL, right? And
Sure.
Kagiso says to me, yo, look, I want to collaborate with you on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kagiso knows more about the game than I do. Let's take that into consideration, right? And then as a business, right? Let's put ethics aside. If I say, oh, I see you like the culture, I see you making my thing very popular, and you have this reality show, I could give you clothes, you know? I give you clothes. And I'm like, yo. And then, because now we close, because we have that relationship. I'm like, man, you know, I like it, but especially if you could make it so. I think it would be nicer if nearly so. Serious, Ntwana? Yeah. Ntwana, if you want to get oh, yeah, that would be dope. In that time, he's probably not aware of the power he holds when he did that.
Exactly.
So just because we already had a, what's the word? A rapport.
Yeah.
I'm highly likely to get screwed off by Kagiso because my guard is down.
Nah.
But business is not your friend.
Nah.
But I'm saying he was blindsided from the
How
beginning.
He cannot.
Skalibala also AKA experienced something similar with Reebok.
Exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
Where he got pissed off and Utule out of a deal that he had with Reebok. AKA had his own merch, Reebok.
Like AKA line, like a line.
Yeah.
AKA, yeah.
Insane. I thought it was just cruise. That's crazy.
Skalibala Kanye West.
Time here, Reebok.
Kanye West also fought with Nike and Yeezy ko Nike isa ko Adidas. Alwana li Adidas no and ko Adidas no and he's pushing it independent.
No, he's back with Adidas now.
No, he's not.
Yes.
The last
Yeah, he's
thing I
not. He's
read was
fighting with
telling
them.
he's
His
actually
latest
fighting them.
merch is moving it independent.
He's calling
Even
them
like-
fake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's calling the new merch Adidas fake. You'll buy it at
The new
knockoff
colorways,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is,
Yo.
if superstars,
Guys, good evening, eh?
and you know what Nike told, what Nike told Kanye West,
And Kanye's pissed off.
because Michael Jordan, 5% from Nike, he makes like 100 million per annum. That was back years ago. So Nike, Kanye's like to Nike, I want the same deal
That
Michael Jordan,
Jordan
has.
had, yeah.
Nike tells him,
What's
oh,
that?
you're not a what do you call a superstar. I can get the same shit.
Exactly.
What?
Oh,
Like, you know what?
fuck you.
They said that to Kanye West, you're not a superstar.
No, they bullshitting, bro.
So he leaves. So he leaves. And then,
Ah,
and
ni bamhlanyisa.
then,
Bro.
No,
Give nonsense, yo.
that's disrespect.
That is disrespect.
But so since I
No way.
since Kanye actually go Adidas lost revenue.
Yeah.
I'm sure they should
I
have.
think close to a
Bamusu
couple of
Wavy.
billions. Yeah.
They
They're suing who?
him. Yeah.
Who's suing who?
Adidas is suing Kanye.
For what now?
Because I think it's
I don't
because of the
imagine
contract
fake.
between
pulled
and
out
on
fast.
top of suing him, they selling his merch again.
So they're suing him because we breached the contract.
Yeah,
In
and
breach of contract.
It's probably
It's because of what he said at the time of the anti-Semitic.
So like defamation
thing.
vibes.
But it's funny
And
because
then-
they're the ones who sidelined him.
Exactly. They took him out. So they're suing him for the lack of income that they suffered because of
They're
the
not
break.
because they're still pushing the brand most.
So
Yeah, they're
without
not
him
making
in
the
the
same.
I think it's like 100 million.
So
Yeah.
That
so
they
the
sue
reason
him.
keep bringing up AKA and so Kanye, it's because if they are much bigger than Don Dada
Yeah.
and they experience something similar, it might not be the same thing, but something similar.
Something very similar.
Who is he without a contract to be demanding?
I just
because
feel like
they
he was
had
gullible.
contracts with those people. Because remember, sometimes for Kanye, for AKA, I don't remember exactly the context behind the breakup, but remember, if it's not moving as well as it's supposed to,
Yeah.
then it's like quote unquote you waluza.
Yeah, it's a loss.
Understand? So like it also needs, were they selling his merch on mass scale or his design? It's your own collab, D&D. Then it's only for you exclusively.
No, na by Ricky, like go shopong, like they DMD go shopping at DMD, like over Carlton Center and stuff. They used to sell it like it was on shelves. That's how the Kotani were buying it now. So now the Kotani stopped buying straight line DMD and buying Don Dada DMD. Like that's how big it was.
I mean, you need to go into and check as to where's Allah. Did he trademark Don Dada? Like where's Allah?
He didn't trademark it, guys. He obviously doesn't know these kinds of things, but let's not assume. But I just feel like the guy was really down wrong. And
So he was making a statement, Gaudi Chaser.
Yeah, he was just like, and he tagged them
you know what's funny about
on
that?
Instagram, and he was just like, I'm done with you.
You know what's funny about him actually burning that, the clothing and everything?
Yeah.
That's their lifestyle.
Shit.
That's their lifestyle.
Shit.
They've always just fucked around with things like Bachesa,
Shit.
Batsela di Ultramele, Ikilabanang Zakata Toti, type of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're out of way. But speaking of people that are doing wrong things, especially on interviews, Mawhoo.
Like that's like that's
She's cooking today.
Chef Jackie, give it to me, Gordon
She's
Ramsay.
cooking today. So Mawhoo was at the podcast at El Chido.
Bare malume ol Chido. Parang tatel Simar ken tatel Chido.
And I saw that.
Easy. Kibon fela Simar. Yeah, tatel Chido.
I saw that. I saw that.
That's painful, guys. Yo, my mates
You've been
are
painful
indeed.
generation high but not so far.
It is though.
Legit,
It is though because
Legit.
even 2000 you see money.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
sure
like
2001,
Yeah,
2002,
she's like
2003.
2000.
And LT though it's 80s.
1980 something.
Exactly.
So
And
very,
at the
very
time, I was
malo.
so fucking old enough to be a dad.
And then Malo. Malume Tat. So Mawhoo was at Malume Tato's podcast.
Stop this. Sorry, Eltino.
Yeah, so Mawhoo said a lot of things there, and one of the things that she said is that she's getting a 500k girlfriend allowance.
Yo, wait.
Talk about Izinja Madota,
Zempilo.
Mamela, and then obviously continuing on that Izinja Madota, she has Jay-Z on her DMs. She has Lil Wayne in the DMs,
Dog, imagination.
and she has the Rick Rose in the DMs.
I'm telling you, bro, she's doing fire. Dog.
All I gotta say, can I just quickly drop my commentary?
Yeah.
Umametse lemonade Mawhoo. Utla utraba Beyonce. Utla utraba. Bring the alarm. And I'll be damned if I see another. He gonna take everything I
Some
own.
superstars go states don't even have Jay-Z's content.
Dog.
Seen him. There's even this I won't say meme, but thing that goes around. Would you take $1 million or have a dinner with
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
People would rather have
who
dinner with
doesn't
him.
even need so on night Jay-Z go speed dial.
Dog.
But I was in the DMs, not like direct line. And
Yeah,
also,
but-
we don't
Nah,
know
but bro, you
what
must
they talking
remember-
about in
But
the
I
DMs.
also
If you-
think that's
if you are-
cap though.
That's
I
what I
don't
was just
think she
about
would
to ask.
lie.
She said,
Maybe
what are the
Rick Ross
chances?
here is accessible.
I don't think she's lying. I just think she's lying. I don't think she's. The only thing I think she's lying about is maybe Jay-Z trying to pursue her.
Exactly. Mara, maybe Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, yes. They are a bit accessible, yes.
So,
Jay-Z? Nah.
before what you want ice?
Actually,
Before,
I don't know. Look, when it comes to Jay-Z, I think maybe Jay-Z would have tried to sign her. I don't think. And I think they.
so.
No.
Nah.
Remember sometimes
Rock
even if
Nation-
Babato sign and whatnot, they just buy Rumela PR. Jay-Z doesn't go himself.
Yeah, but
personally
I don't
to
think
sign.
Mawhoo's lying about Jay-Z being in a DM. But I just think she's lying about him wanting her.
I want you to make.
That's cap.
Yeah, I want.
That's cap. And the other cap that I think is about Mawhoo is that she's getting 500k.
No. No. Wait.
Mara, maybe the 500k I can believe it because she was with the guy that has kids with Lundy London, and that nigga has money.
Remember-
No, wait.
remember when I said sex sells?
Hey,
This is what I was talking about.
wait, guys.
Hookah 500k in J.
Yeah, Mara, I'm
Now
sure
imagine
it's not
and
even
the
a
500k
monthly
is
thing
nothing
though.
to the American. Like 500k rands is nothing to the Americans
No, guys, wait. Listen.
who are in that.
What I feel like the
States.
boys are missing, like what I feel the street squad, like the internal street squad, not that street squad, this street squad, what I feel like you're missing is that she said, El Tito posed the question. Mame, like when we come El Tito posed the question hypothetically. Like, I'm sure about 500k. Mawhoo was like, psh, I see next. Dude, my friends get 3 mil from
Bro,
Avuso.
I heard that shit.
My
I was
friends
like,
get
whoa.
3 mil from Avuso. And what I want to say is, if lust has you that tight and you have money, trust me, you'll spend it. And there's no part of the interview where Mawhoo said, I get that every month. But she just said, ni try. Like, yeah. She didn't, when they said 500k, she didn't say, oh, she's like, yeah, no.
Can I
hey,
ask?
standard.
She could be trailing it from her
But-
music.
No, it's from Indota. So, Tata.
The music can have it 500.
Exactly.
You guys
bro.
are
she's big.
haters. Yo,
No, but let's be honest, dog.
Nah, she's
Exactly.
big.
no, like when you're talking music, you're talking maybe like bookings because of her thing. Because she works a lot.
Was Chaba, one of the biggest gospel. Bolon, they used to cry. They don't have ends meet.
No,
Yeah,
Like, when
Lundi,
we talk
yeah.
about bookings, she's one of the most
You can't
booked
compare
thing.
gospel artists with the artists that are booked
Because
every
they
weekend.
streamlined.
No, no,
Amapiano's
no.
making money, guys.
Gospel
Amapiano-
artists make more money, dog.
But you must remember church.
Because
Church.
Yeah,
Church
besides,
fucking makes money, dog.
Okay, why are you saying church and fucking in the same sentence?
And gospel.
Please put this on the
Listeners,
promo. Because
don't
why?
copyright like Nacho.
Church makes money, but I want to start a fucking church right now.
Stop saying fucking
I'm
church
sorry.
in the same sentence.
I'm sorry, pardon me. But I'm saying, I want to start a church.
Yeah, but can I ask?
Sorry,
yes, sir.
So if Motu, Ochola 3 mil for Tunosa, just end there, or there's more that they have to do.
Probably, and that's the thing. She
You're
won't.
cooking.
Bruh,
You're cooking.
Listen, you guys.
you're Dubai type of shit.
You are
I was just about to say that.
She won't tell us what they do to get it. But one thing we are sure about is that they're the type of girls that would do anything for the bag.
Can I go? I'm just gonna go off course a bit, né?
That's true.
There's this.
Do you know what I mean?
I think this porn star, she died either yesterday or the day before. She was 26 years.
Okay.
And when you look at the comments, people they're like, why?
Killing like 98. Come on, almost.
Yeah,
Okay.
so a lot of people are like, why are porn stars and OnlyFans and what those people that do like sexual work dying at such a tender age?
I hate.
Not to it's mainly depression, overdose, and all.
Yeah. Because they have to.
You have to do
They have
the
to
most
live with it.
despicable thing.
They have to live with it.
So kate kano hore mo tsa 3 meter, fine, sharp, pain.
We don't know the full story.
Then like, but I think this.
I really feel like
I
if
think what
if she's messing with the real baller.
You know what
she
Kagiso
get
is
it.
saying there? He's also trying to, I could be wrong, but I think he's trying to understand to say, who in their right mind from a man's
cough out.
perspective will cough out so much money? And how long am I having you for? For half
And
a million?
for what?
Or for 1 million? What are you
For what
doing
is a
for
very
me?
powerful
You know,
question.
Yeah, man. Because sex is just
Dehumanizing.
sex.
Probably.
Dehumanizing,
But
demeaning
what
shit.
else is there that I'm
there's
doing
this-
to you or that you're giving me?
Documentary about those Arab people. Sometimes we'll talk out to say, hey, you got 500K, but you're gonna act as my dog. You're gonna
Practically.
live
they'll
in a
do it
cage,
for the
you're gonna
bag.
Eat off the bowl. Like babang, they just go. I'm hotel, I'm okay. But he's not
but that's
gonna
true.
do that
Why
to
am
his
I
wife.
laughing?
That is so fucking
He's
true,
not gonna
bro.
do that to his wife. He's gonna do all this funny weird shit.
You know,
And
now
that's
that
why I'm saying Baba Twara with that thing. Because they know they're willing to pay for that.
That's even
to
light.
stay under
Light.
wraps.
Nef, that's light.
Kagiso is saying now, nah.
So
It's that
all
thing
facts,
already.
no mail. All facts, no mail.
And I'm sorry to say this, nah.
Don't
but
apologize.
I shouldn't. You're
We
right.
don't apologize in
But
these
you know what? You guys have probably heard of Jackie Pamotse. nah?
Sure.
She literally gave us an idea of what's actually happening in the money sex world.
Sure.
She even got to a point where she mentioned her ring. Uska bona di celebrity nyana tse tse paya tsena.
Jackie Pamus is the hand with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that
The one who the
was-
the
one that-
Kumalos won a case
Yeah, yeah,
against
yeah.
just now.
What? Is it, okay. We'll come back to that.
Don't come to it.
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
come to
She
it.
she
You're
used
getting
to
sued.
Yeah. Hey. She used to. She actually mentioned how the industry actually just works. You know, man. When only celebrity that you actually think, or they are straight, kimachita, and you name it, but they're also like in the sex slave work.
Oh yes,
Type of
in the
thing.
industry, absolutely.
So this to us is like, okay, it's pretty normal.
just another day at work.
You know what I mean?
It's another
Another
day.
thing, on top of all of those things, he has spoken about Baukakele and whatever. You've spoken about the gay part of
You
it and
said
everything.
dehumanized, dog.
The other angle of it is that some of these people, Banalibo Mam Lambo Lidi Noha,
Barwala, they sell their souls.
they're gonna take you and take you to the house, and the Noha is gonna do things on
Dog.
you. So they are willing to pay that amount because they know who Noha needs to sleep with you so that it can generate more. So it's an investment.
Look,
And that lifestyle is not for the faint-hearted.
A dog.
Exactly,
There was
that's
this girl I knew. Lena, she was like, you slay queen tip. There's a reason we always drunk or we do these things drunk or high.
because it's
No
traumatic.
sane person will do it sober.
Yeah.
Like,
It's too much to cope with.
But in Turkey, we're in Guyana.
Sure.
And they would legit do it just for parks, bro.
You know that it's crazy, and I think let's just throw it back to the street squad and be like, "What? Tell us what you think about it. What are your opinion around women using their body for money, or men using women to fulfill their sexual desires?" Because the boys are saying,
Oh, men are
some of
using
them
their
are
bodies too now,
Well,
by the
yeah,
way.
well, The likelihood is more women than men, but yeah, absolutely. Let me not.
You'll be surprised.
I'm not saying the likelihood. Is. I'm not saying it's set on stone.
It's
Sorry.
it's just who we know.
Not trying to have a repetition of last
But
week's
the other
episode.
side-
You know, when it comes to such women, are more open about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Which men will tell you, Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fucking come
Okay, so
tell you that
Streetz,
shit.
tell us what you think about it, because it looks like the women are open about it, but the boys are hiding about it. But the only boy that's not hiding anything about anyone is Vusi Thembekwayo, because he's like, I didn't beat her, and she
My man.
lying, and he won.
My man.
So he cooking.
He beat
My
the
boy.
case.
My
That's the
boy.
only thing.
My boy.
I love today's show. Today's episode is a one. I love it. Let's go.
No, you know what?
Manja clean.
I wanna first start by saying, you know what? Mad love, mad respect for Vusi Thembekwayo. He is a fucking icon to this country, and we appreciate you. And on the other hand, it's very sad to see such happening where you're accused for something that you did not do.
Yeah.
And I think men in the country, yes, we are a country that tends to suffer from a lot of, what do you mean to say, who is actually facing a lot of GBV issues and shit.
Absolutely.
And yes, the country does take GBV very seriously, which is good. However, a lot of men are behind bars for things that they did not do.
Hey, contour away.
Pardon me. So, the fuck out of here. So to just, come back to it, Vusi Thembekwayo was accused of assaulting his wife. I think her name is Balesa. I think 2021.
Okay, I was about to ask how recent.
Yeah.
How recent?
So this is 2021, and I'm assuming this case has been running since she made those
3
allegations.
years, 3 years.
Yeah. So that case has been running ever since she made those allegations around the fact that she was pretty graphic about it, to say, hey, the nigga pulled her down the stairs, or ula mahula, like by her feet. Kila one. Some movie vibes, kila one, But
the mad black woman
obviously, the stand, when you're on the stand, you get cross questioned, and when you get cross questioned, this is where we are trying to get the truth and separate it from the lies. And I read where it mentioned her stories did not really match. She was saying one thing. There was a time when she said
How about corroborator?
she can't remember the part when she was actually dragged by her feet, So it obviously weakened her case. And, I feel bad for using weakened, because now I'm sounding like I'm saying
she was lying, or you're trying to.
But
he's not trying to do that. Don't come
But
to him.
he's a well-respected man. I'm not saying that well-respected men can't do this.
Yeah.
But the fact that he
Like how you cleaning your tracks. He's just like, hey, I don't want to be misunderstood.
Yeah. No, we don't. I don't want to say we need to associate rich men or rich people with good intentions. That's what I'm trying to say. To say we are all human. We all make
we've
mistakes.
got Didi.
Jeffrey Epstein.
You get what I mean?
You are name
R.
dropping,
Kelly.
boy.
So yeah, that's why I'm saying that. But yeah, I think he was acquitted from these charges, and he is found not guilty. And I'm happy for the boy. And yeah, continue shining and doing your thing.
But how bad did the marriage need to get for this to take place?
What do you mean?
She's
It's
apparently
not easy when as a partner we say court from abuse.
Apparently, she's
alcoholic.
abusing. Yeah, she's on substance.
Yeah.
She has a substance problem.
Addiction.
Yeah. And I when
It's
the
starting
story
to make sense for you.
No,
sir.
but I'm just saying, I'm sure even after this case, it's gonna hinder their marriage if they're still married.
No, they're getting a divorce.
It's definitely not gonna work.
there's
So
no
it's one
coming
of the
back after
reasons
this.
why-
Definitely not gonna work. I mean, if you take a
My boy said, you know what, nah? This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm still gonna be fucking having to face a divorce. So it's still gonna go down. It's not gonna be a very easy
I wonder how they married.
road for him still.
What if I feel like, Joe, you know, when you're a chunky dog, I'm divorcing you. You know what?
Yeah. It could be that. In most cases. That's why kids say a lot of men are behind bars for things that
You're
they did
cooking.
not do.
Hey, we think he's cooking.
He's cooking.
We think allegedly.
He's cooking.
Yeah, last week you let her get out of my kitchen. I don't want that statement anymore.
I was mad last week. You guys pissed me off on that.
I did something about the noodles last week. I can't even remember.
I get out of my kitchen, go make noodles. I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
said, get out of my kitchen, go make noodles in the microwave.
In the microwave, I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I'll bring it back. So, do you guys think like, but you're cooking actually. You look like you're cooking. I'm not trying to say he's blameless, spotless, but like how would maybe the girl could be using it as a manipulation tactic. You're cooking.
She's being malicious.
Exactly, because if you
She
think about
could
it,
have been trying to.
You know what's the sad part of all this? How do this step in?
sure.
People that have money, they can abuse and say, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I have the connections and the money to
It's
make
example
this
issue. Absence list. I get learning drop.
But also, women have this power of saying, even if you didn't do anything, I have the power to make the world believe like you did.
You
something.
did, yeah.
Exactly, because you're famous too.
I mean, look at.
Believe in such an instance, like he's capable of doing it.
But that's why we need like cross-questioning. We need prosecutors.
I mean, look at what happened to Gadlago Mabua.
Yeah.
He is literally. His career was just fucking.
Scrapped. And he's making his way back up.
He is making his way back, but I can tell Riti King.
The remnants are still there.
You know, they even did like a show on Netflix, but I might be confusing the cases. Where Motu, we sit a prison and he was okay. I'll do one of the cases here at Aqua State. This boy was supposed to go pro for NFL.
Yeah.
He like rugby America.
Yeah.
But then this girl, I don't know, the guy.
Ish, bro.
Only I think 9 or 15 years later, I actually was lying about this. Gaba Munza, remember that time? You're too old now to go pro.
Bruh.
This guy's
like literally his life. Yeah. His life is gone.
So it's a fuck up, bro.
It is.
This is
You don't
crazy.
need much to make things to ruin someone's life.
I'm gonna reel it back, throw it back to the street squad like we always do. Tell us what you think about this. I just really feel like women want one thing mostly. Let us not lie, especially with things like this, because you can really ruin someone's life, and then it really ruins the likelihood of you being believed if something's actually wrong. If someone did something wrong, let's hold them accountable. But
Right.
in the event that
But Tiba case it was one of those, you know, you are the father, you're not the father.
Jerry Springer vibes.
Not
Yeah.
the father.
Jerry Springer.
So there was this guy, he served 5 years for not paying child support.
Bruh.
But child, that's not
Yeah,
his.
because no, he lost his job and all that jazz. Ne? Then how outside Hong Kong, he found a job. Then
Not your phone, child.
Mama's umisa ko court
Okay.
child support. So guy, I don't even know if this is my kid. But it's a DNA test. How about hey, you're not the father.
Imagine. Oh, say you serve for shit.
Yeah. Then the judge on board, Mama, sorry, do you know who the father is? Yeah, I do. I'm still in contact with him.
No, she must get arrested. No.
So
She must get
that's what I'm
arrested.
headed to now, Hori.
There should
Why can't-
repercussions.
you know?
There should be repercussions.
Why
Yeah,
can't
they
lions
should
serve the
be.
same sentence?
Exactly.
So if I was gonna get 10 years for rape
Yeah.
and you lie saying I raped you,
Yeah.
why don't in turn you serve the 10 years?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Because now someone who actually experienced such, when they go to the court or media, they won't be believed anymore because
And you see now, instead of us trying to solve GBV, we're actually trying to come up with a wrestling situation. Because I'm on a Muri talk. If I find out that you did this to me, I'm kickboxing you and I'm hitting you. And I think someone's got a story about kickboxing or little wrestling something. I don't know. Is there somebody hint? Somebody.
boxing, man. Boxing.
Okay, there we go. Ni throw ik boil by catch. Ushiro khwitse ukuthi baning dinner. Ngiyan keep a kitchen ngithi nenza ama noodles ngama microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy, guys. I feel like there's a lot happening in the international scene. And yeah, this is yours. Cook it.
So in the sporting field,
I'm giving you the Morgan Potts. Kick.
Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou.
Is that you trying to get the pronunciation like to the
Yeah,
T? You don't want to
probably
butcher it.
that shit. I probably butchered it, but so Joshua, his field of expertise is boxing.
Okay.
Mabo? So Francis, his field of expertise is MMA. You know, where you kick.
Anime.
MMA.
Oh, like martial arts combat thing.
Yeah, where you elbow, knee,
Multiple
kick.
martial arts.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Mixed
we go. That's what it's
martial
called.
Mixed, pardon me. Yeah.
Okay.
Mixed.
Yeah. So
At least I had an idea.
So they were in a boxing match together. So guy Francis wants to go pro for boxing. So yeah, it was a big thing, a big hoo-ha. So Anthony won, of course, knocked him out 3 times in 2 rounds.
Damn.
So now I'll pose the question to LSG because he's more in tune.
Oh wow. To hell with the rest
With
of us.
sports.
To hell with us.
What's your take of different sports crossing? So it's, for example, imagine netball, match, basketball. What's your take in that?
That would be cool.
Number one, I think it's crazy because I remember even Conor McGregor fought with Mayweather.
Mayweather, yeah.
It was one of the first mix-ups. I don't understand that.
Mayweather
Yeah.
was going to win. I mean, come on. Yes, you are in a MMA, but it's not the same.
It wasn't
He's
MMA.
more technically
In tune with
there.
boxing, yeah.
Exactly. So it's
It was a boxing match. You're right to say it was a boxing match. So it tends to be a little unfair for the person that is skilled to or is trained to fight in a particular way.
Exactly.
Whereas now when we fight, we're restricted.
It is unfair. Picture it this way.
Because Conor could have thrown a kick, but he was restricted. So the
Exactly.
fact that he was restricted, it now
He's left
restricts
with this.
his other ears.
And he's not strong here.
Yes, he might not be strong here. He might be strong everywhere else to take you down. But now you've cut knees, you've cut elbows, you've cut everything. It's just fists on top.
it's not the same
and it's
because
very technical, just those first.
it is.
That's why, Francis, he's known as one of the big hitters in MMA. Like he's the knockout puncher.
Yeah.
Like he's very big when it comes to his punches. But they knocked him out 3 times in 2 rounds, bruh. And remember, MMA, you're supposed to be able to handle that many blows.
Yes.
And it doesn't have as much. Okay, boxing is one of the most dangerous because
Yeah.
it's concentrated to the
On the
head
face,
and,
yeah.
vital parts of the
Yeah.
body. But imagine him succumbing in 2 rounds.
You know what I think? I think it's this is part of what you once said, Jorge. I remember there was a time, I'm going to paraphrase because I can't remember exactly what you said, but there was a time you said, now the sports, it's more of the, they rounding it or they curating it for the views and it's not about the sports anymore.
And man, yeah, so what?
Because you
I
can
remember that
imagine,
topic.
just a second, you can imagine if the fans of MMA and the fans of boxing, they're watching the one thing. Yeah.
So
The numbers are going to be crazy.
If I recall the conversation properly, it's like boxing is dying out, and they're trying to revive it by bringing your named artist in a different sports to come play. That's what one of the celebs there have when they angry at each other, they want to box each
Like
other.
the
and
Casper
shit.
vibe.
Yeah. Bona ko or kanti McMillie. Go check him out. I'll tell you
Which one?
that he's like the go check him out. Ola Casper vest.
Why are you laughing?
Because I think I know who you're talking about.
So he's like the American version of that
Of that guy.
Oh, I'm voicing niya na kasang.
Pretty ugly.
Slick talk.
But
Stick Talkers are fucking nuances. But what happened to him anyway?
So that guy, can you
don't talk about pretty ugly.
He's like the snake talk about Mutu America. Because Abu McMill is gay and all that shit.
Oh, you're speaking about DJ Academics.
academic, yeah. So what I see is like boxing is that
Encyclopedia.
that's sports that's
I'm
dying
inside.
out. So now because it's dying out, it's like they're trying by all means to revive it.
Yeah.
That's why to add on that, that's why Otole, a YouTuber like Jake Paul about Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson.
Who don't show it now?
No,
Sorry,
Mike
did you
Tyson's
say
old.
Baby Jake Matala? What did you say?
Baby Jake?
He's dead, bro.
What did you say?
Mike Tyson.
One in a fight with who?
Jake Paul.
Oh, Jake Paul. Pardon me.
Matsala is off. He's dead.
Pardon
He's
me.
dead
Pardon
and
me.
done.
I thought you said Baby Jake.
So
Utule Jake.
Ay, when I unakana Jake is swimming pool ko Makazana.
No, I'm just messing
So
around,
Mike Tyson's
guys.
old. Like he's approaching 60. He's 57. We're not 27.
You.
What about the run anymore to earning
40 years old.
prime, bro?
Because I don't think he's taking it. I think he just wants to fight the legend.
Yeah, nah, he's probably wanting
No,
to fight
but
the
one thing you
legends.
must understand, boxing is very dangerous, guy.
It is dangerous, true.
So mucho alatang 60.
Omubulai.
So even if you can be one of the best, bro, mobility.
Yeah,
is
my
off.
abilities, yeah.
Like everything.
Sali slow.
Yeah, like Kishebile last fighter Mike Tyson.
Asabona.
It's like senior citizens trying to fight each other. It's off, bruh.
We should try that, actually.
You still have the mind of how you should move, but the body is not reacting the same.
We should
Your
put.
impulses on that.
You know what we
day.
should do? We should put Ramaphosa and
we
Zuma
go.
in a
There we
cage
go.
fight,
There we go.
and then we will.
And Thabo Mbeki must be the referee.
Thabo Mbeki must be the referee, and
The
then
major.
we'll make a decision who runs the fucking country. You know what I mean?
Street Squad, let's take it there. Who do you think
You know what I
would
mean?
win that match? Do you think Ubab Zoom Muketletegisa would win or Ubab Cupcake
Yeah.
would win? I think I really want to
Already
hear.
the name Cupcake says he's losing.
You get what I mean?
Have you seen his stand? Kick Elliot Baba off, Baba.
Who could sneeze and win?
Oh yeah, by the way, he's using superpowers.
That man is powerful. I'm just saying. Street Squad, let me save myself. We're going to go straight into a BTWs because we got a lot to share this week. And everything else we're going to be sharing is going to be form of an extended BTW. In case you don't know, this is the section of the call, the section of the show that we call By the Way. So we're just giving you all the information you need to know about what's going on, but we're just a little bit more time on it, a little less more time. So going straight into it, man, a lot has happened this week. And in light of all that has happened this week, does anyone have a specific BTW they want to
Yeah,
start off with?
I mean-
You were ready.
I mean, speaking about Cupcake,
Well, okay. ANC boys worldwide. You
Big
caught that.
Cupcake, I choose you. Sneeze attack.
Pokemon. Eh?
Pokemon.
Imagine if you could do that with government officials.
You get what I mean?
Fucking dope, yo.
sneeze attack.
Sneeze attack. Yeah, shikana kuro pa.
My king, super fire, big bed.
Sneeze attack.
No.
This is my official resignation from the podcast. I cannot.
So,
I will not be affiliated with this behavior.
that sneeze attack.
Let's do my super power.
Yeah?
Let's do my super power, man.
I don't know, like tap attack or something. Like you remember when
Bring it back.
him?
Ntate Ramaphosa.
Let's do my untanto and it hits on the forehead.
Please continue.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay,
This is not part of the BTW.
that's more graphic.
So, when they were doing their NC anniversary
Rally,
thing
whatever.
in Bombela in January, so there's a video or a part of his talk. I don't know what they call that talk, or it's
His
an
speech or
address or
whatever.
whatever. Yeah, so part of it that trended this week was when he said the Amapiano is now popular in New York, in Lagos, and I
All
forgot
over-
the third place.
In America.
Yeah. It is because of the doors that were opened by this government, which is NC government.
Cry me a fucking river.
I don't know which doors is he referring to. Literally, I don't know what he's referring to because I can't even pinpoint whereby maybe there was just once, when maybe the government took the Amapiano guys or the government just invested.
for
Tyler Water.
for Tyler Wood.
Because she won a Grammy, dog. And Pamela Mtanga, shout out, the good sis made her do it.
Bro, this
Pamela
government,
Mtanga was like, ah,
this
Mr. President,
government
you're gonna do
waits
it.
for you to shine,
Please. Exactly.
and then they come through. It's like the father that was never present. And then you're blooming now, and it's that thing. You go to, okay, fine, cool. Now I know you're my child. That's my fucking son.
And then you know what's funny?
Oh, that's my child.
This
You know
is
what?
what Bonang
Nowhere to
has
be
been
found.
I'm always
saying.
complaining. Like SA doesn't take entertainers serious.
Bonang has been fighting for this for how many guys? Bonang is the only public figure we have in South Africa that will at the minister and say, when?
Like
And people
nothing
say,
turns out when you are still.
how many times did Bonang at him during his reign?
brought him
Be
under
like, when
fire.
I'm paid.
During COVID, they're like, this is how we make our livelihood, man. How we could.
Yeah, Dada, I'm sure.
They even went
I love him.
striking and shit. They're like, dog, we can't eat. We
Ah,
can't
they don't
eat.
care.
Like, one of them they're so influential. On the
Exactly.
street. What's up, Mr. International, bro? One thing I love about
Bro, you know
Americans,
what's weird? The music that we play here is getting fucking TikTok challenges abroad.
But look at it this way, bro.
Meaning people are loving it. It's not just
Yeah.
about the TikTok thing.
Mama 10
people
years
are loving
back.
it.
Mama
They are
10 years
part
back.
of the culture. Like
The
fuck that
second-
shit.
The second
down.
GDP contributor into the economy.
GDP.
Yeah.
We said GDP.
Yeah, you said B.
All right, you know what my boy is trying to say.
Sorry, we got
Bring it back.
He's a fact
This is
checker.
why black people don't want to learn new things.
He's
Laugh at
about
them
to
before
talk
you
facts.
correct.
I'm sorry.
God
Tell it to
damn.
get out of your kitchen.
Bruh, I'm
Make
trying to
noodles
cook.
or
Yeah. I'm trying to cook, yeah.
Sorry, baby.
So the second highest contributor to the GDP growth in America is entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
Otwane-
crazy.
Yeah. That's why Otwane, like you, Karen,
Yeah.
your boy from a young age, already some kids that go to soccer club. You like you when you grow up, you're gonna be a soccer player.
Yeah.
Some parents don't even aim for academic accomplishments. No, they're looking, oh, you're gonna be a basketball player, you're gonna be
Like
an NFL
Serena and
player.
thing is bad.
Yeah. So imagine if not everyone is gonna be an intellectual.
Exactly.
Some people are very skilled when it comes to crafting, painting, shooting.
Absolutely.
Like we have one of the best, one of the best when it comes to shooting movies and all that shit. No, like for real.
Creatives.
No, look at this way. Like out of the top 10 highest gross movies, 8 of those are from South Africa.
Ah.
Although Nollywood is much better than SA, we rank above them when it comes to capital from the money we're making off the movies we're shooting.
You know,
Yeah.
speaking on what you are saying about grooming your kids from a young age for a certain whatever that they're good at. I think it's something that as South Africans we are sleeping on.
Our creativity.
No, like identifying what your kid is good at and then grooming them
Oh,
for that
absolutely.
thing.
Yes.
I think it's something that we sleep on, especially as black people, because
Can I come in there before you go?
I want to come in there
I don't
too.
think we're sleeping. I think we have a fixed idea of what success is. If you're not a doctor,
It's the
if you're
same
not a
thing, man.
JMPD, if you're not a doctor, if you're not a nurse, if you're not a teacher.
It is the same thing, man.
No, I'm just
But
saying that is
you know what you're saying,
they
bro?
think.
That
I
is
can't
so
understand it.
true. And this is a conversation I have quite often to say our children are tunnel visioned. And
Because of us.
we don't blame them. We blame the parents to say
we have to.
we thinking, or okay, kena skolo. Bro, I want to know our fucking syllabus is back. The children are getting taught bullshit. Go skolong.
And pass
Tansu-
market 80%.
Kilawan, like, you must be teaching children life skills. Teach children how to fucking plant a fucking fruit, how to plant a carrot.
And shout out to CPC College. I don't know if you know it. It's very popular on TikTok where they teach the kids how to be engineers, how to be dancers. They're one of the biggest schools on TikTok.
that's what we
They
need.
are making waves in South Africa now. CPC
Bro, we can't all
College,
be doctors.
Christian Progressive College. Check
And
it
you
out.
know,
They are amazing. Shout out to them.
There's something Dr. Uma Johnson has said is like, our schools should equip the children for the world.
Exactly.
Where before, he's speaking in American.
Okay.
Before is that how Feta High School, if for example, we're inside counted, then you'd have a certificate for, let's say, bookkeeping. Because 3 years is enough for you to be a bookkeeper. Okay, 10, 11, 12. Ne? And what they'll do is they'll have extra courses in like with Muriri. So, like to do hair and shit.
Oh, that's
So
smart.
if you graduate high school and you don't have the finances to go to varsity,
you can still use
or
that
you don't have
diploma.
the intellectual capacity.
You can use that diploma.
You can use them to
You're cooking,
whatever.
man.
We don't have any of that, bro. Like imagine For example,
That's why high school is a diploma in America. You're cooking.
like for example,
Who are planning?
Sorry,
I want to mention a name.
That is so smart.
So I did electronics and civil. So imagine Barwena, when how far to high school, you can be a qualified plumber, or you can be a qualified electrician. I mean, from grade 10 up until grade 12, that's 3 years of learning certain skills and traits. But I can tell you, with our education
phase
system,
of school being used to you cooking.
besides FET, with our educational system, is that even after you graduate,
You are nothing.
you can't.
You're stupid.
How would you for call?
You're an idiot. Like you. Honestly, you're right. You're right. Government jarone are misleader. I don't know if it's the
You're an
government.
idiot.
No, like, honestly,
Stupid, you're
that we're
nothing.
warm, man. Like you're nothing. Also, Skela, you are literally nothing. Firstly, the number one killer. You go to school, no matter what level of school you go to. You come fresh out of matric, you can't get a job. You don't have experience. You further your studies, you get into varsity, you complete
You get it too?
varsity, you get, shut the fuck up. I'm cooking here.
Shit speaking right now.
I'm cooking here.
Cook my dog.
You get what I mean? You go to varsity,
Niks
you do
mntwana
your-
with a stampa cast officers
you do your 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. Outswara. Or you cannot spanning. What do they say? We need experience.
Sure.
You don't have experience. You know what? So it sounds like a setup for failure. Like they already
We
know.
need to
okay,
relook, you're right.
Where are you gonna get your experience if they don't hire you?
We need to
Every company is gonna say, you need experience.
you need to experience.
We'll
Bruh,
give you
you-
7 years experience.
know
Where
how-
the fuck am I gonna get 7 years experience when I spent 7 years fucking
In college,
getting a fucking
yeah.
qualification?
I
Facts.
think the solution to all of these things, guys, as parents, we need to, so that we know the education system is fucked up.
Yeah, but they
Right.
should change because we are fucking, paying taxes.
Not with this government. So the education system is fucked up. So we need to identify the talents or the things that our kids are good at, because
and propel them.
and push them in that way, because
Yeah. Although it's
just like the
hard,
story
you gotta-
of is it you who mentioned the Serena Williams?
The Williams
yeah, I did.
Yeah. Also, the same story is about well, I'm gonna take it to sports too, because that's what I'm. Also, the same story
go.
about Lewis Hamilton,
The Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Oh, they started when they were like babies.
Yeah, like the parents,
Okay,
they
and you
pushed
come-
them there.
They drove them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
And obviously, if
we
you start
need
young,
to-
you get the muscle for it.
exactly.
So I'm gonna just like the Williams system.
Another thing that
discipline.
lacks a lot is confidence. We as a country also lack a lot of confidence. We need to be pushed to an extent where
No, but
this is for you.
you know,
Do it.
into LSG,
I don't know
Oh,
how
the
it
ch-
is.
yeah,
our
support
parents
confidence. We don't
are
have-
narrow
I
minded.
love that.
At
They
some
are.
point, ne, if why kukasi, una motho yo, ntwana nkile abantu embuka disk. The parents never did shit. Some of them never even pitched that one match. Yangwana.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like don't take it far, bring it back here. I think to make it like a more relatable context, I have never, ever, ever gotten a nod from my family about broadcasting. They were like, stay the fuck away from that. And I was like, I'm really good
And I'm
at
sure
it.
they wanted you to go and have like a normal night.
Somewhere it's nursing,
Exactly.
somewhere it's teaching, somewhere and I'd be like, listen, I can do those, but acknowledge the gift and support it. So as of recent, they were like, hey, ngati yashisa, ngati you're cooking. But imagine if they had believed, and I don't wanna sound bitter.
No.
But if they had believed in me like my mother believed in me when
would
I
have
was,
enhanced
because when
so
I was in
much.
grade 6, guys, I was skipping school and my mom was taking me to auditions. Mama kana nilofisa scale 99. Principal ulofile, na ile ka na ile auditioning on UTV, ne give me seats.
And you know what's funny?
That's a dope-
It's that schools make.
I want to be
provision
that
of
mother
them.
for my kids too.
Because no na ngwana ene kikena skolo liena. Night at the adverts for like your Colgate and
Yeah.
BHS. Now, but say Bahali absent, he's at work.
Tango.
But when he comes back, they would help him catch up.
Catch up,
Remember?
yeah.
Just like even in work, there's some leave days for like if you do sports
Sports,
professionally and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
true.
They make leeway. If because now what the school said, if you do something that's gonna put the school's name in good books, they're gonna help you
Hell
achieve
yeah.
that.
And
I
that's
used
the
to do
culture that
too.
should be
I
across
used to-
every entity in the country.
And that's how it
You
should
know-
be. Because it reminds me of when I was in grade 8. I'm sorry. Because Nike cannot go forte, like in Dobsonville when I was in grade 8. And I remember that It's crazy how I got scouted for the debating team when I was just 3 months into high school. A teacher heard me speaking Kopasi Chinga lunch. She came to me and she said, "You're joining the debate team." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You speak so well." And you can imagine Okanakasi. That means when a teacher can stop a lesson and say, "You speak so well." And she came to me, she didn't give uncle, but "You're joining the debate team." We don't have one. You are joining the debate team and you're gonna start debating for the school Kosoito TV. Ne? Akuko pick out trades.
Yes.
And what she did for me.
But can I?
What she did for me.
And
Can I just add on to
Brilliant.
that? A lot of teachers go dikolong takukas. They can see a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Shout out
there's
to my
there's
teachers.
no support and funding from the government
That's
for
the
them
thing.
to actually
True.
boost up those kids. Because now shaba the teacher about where they use their own money to make sure the matching.
I have so many teachers that did that for me. I have so many teachers that did that for me.
So
Komakasana.
imagine how the South
That is
African flag would fly with so much
Fact.
talent.
Oh, you're cooking.
Not only in
Okay,
music,
today you're cooking,
sports
sir.
alone. Like you, bro.
you know,
Why do you
Fana,
think I'm Masepa one?
Can we wrap up this BTW?
I just want to say this. The other thing is that black kids, they are more, well, I think they're more identified, especially the boys, more identified for soccer. So you can imagine if maybe soccer was taken so serious at the local schools, they would be able to groom those kids in a professional way so that by the time they get to your 21, 22, they don't become a
think they need to-
Jamubule, they don't become
We need to
a
revise
Kanye.
our curriculum by what our
Dog.
conversation is saying.
No, but Bona countries like France, where 80% of the squad get African people, it's not only a South African phenomenon, ne? But I'm just saying, as South Africa, ne, in the African continent, we're one of the most developed. Why don't we lead way of saying we have the best facilities when it comes to the stadium and the ground
Definitely.
and facilities, the soccer?
I was also about
Why
to say.
can't we even get the semi-finals at least? or
Yeah,
finals,
that means we're
the
lacking
World
on something.
Cup?
I think
So, you know what?
Big
Listen,
government.
said.
Because we
No,
know
and
that world on its own,
we
but
just-
they still win. They won the most World Cups.
we just unearthed something very pivotal for South Africa's soccer success. We are saying we only get supported when we are good at something and it's not academic, only if we've made it ourselves.
Exactly.
The energy I use in harnessing this gift to prove a point to you. And then once the point is proven, then you support me. If you had supported me when you saw
You're
nothing,
cooking, man. It's the
I feel like I'm preaching.
same thing
Hallelujah.
Ramaphosa is doing.
Use your faith.
For example, might not be the case. Kabza what DJ Kom Kuku. He blows up, boom. Oh,
Then we
Amapiano
back
is
you.
booming because I opened the doors for him.
What are you
Swang
saying?
Anapea Kam Kuku.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's
He had to boom first before you.
That's get your Karen.
And it's the same thing, Liko Tisking, because
Yeah.
these soccer teams, they will sign a player that they see, who, okay, this player,
Yeah, they picked.
but they don't go to Kokasi
So-
and actually try to,
we need more support
From the
when there's
government.
no one looking. We need less people to see us when we are doing great and give us
Yes.
opportunities, because when I am doing great, it's just about the opportunity. I've built the skill.
Exactly.
We need more support where we need to build the
Definitely.
skill, because 10 of us could be born with the gift, but it's highly likely in Africa it's only one who will see it through and has the diligence
Exactly.
to go see it without
And let me
support.
tell you something. The usually
Guys,
the
we are
ones-
cooking.
Usually the one that makes it, ne? Usually the ones that makes it is not even the one that is that good at it. It's the
The
one
most
that has the
popular.
discipline. Because
So
the one
if you
that
could
has-
teach the talent, we were talking about MT off camera, saying he could be further than where he is right now. If as a young kid, and I get it, he was born in a underprivileged family, but if they saw the
Not
gift,
even young kid. So what we're saying is that MT, if he had the discipline of most
what I'm saying is,
successful
if it was
artists,
instilled in him,
he would be the best, one of the
If-
best artists
but-
that will come out of SA.
think of Serena. A recurring theme is here is saying the people that are likely to become the most successful are the people
That
ba
are
ba
groomed.
nang le discipline.
Yeah.
Majority of us are discipline. Ke batho ba ileng ba sampane ba le banyane. That's why I'm saying if they believed in him before he had to fight to prove a point, he'd be further than
So
what he
the
is
last
right
point
now.
I wanna
Because
drive,
along
right?
the way he's bagging up bad habits to calm the pain of you not wanting to support him. Oh, we're cooking.
Last point I want to drive is SA has one of the best has the best universities in Africa, and one of the best globally.
Absolutely.
But that's only academic. imagine if we can have a school, like I was saying to Karen this morning, one of the 5 forms of intelligence, one of them is kinetic, meaning body movement. Sports is a science on its own. So imagine if we had a school, like for example,
Dexterity,
that reverse like Grey College.
CPC
It's
is doing that.
a school, ne?
guys.
But it specializes mostly with academic. And not academic, I mean sports.
Yeah.
So imagine if you had a sports like Mutu Adalang rugby. He knows when I grew up, I want to be a rugby player, soccer player. Hanata Abakadi 1+1.
Exactly.
or The onomatopoeia.
Bro, we
or-
can't all be
or-
doctors.
The Animatopia. Ooh,
Imagine
fan.
that sport, that university or college that specializes in sports. And how graduate more? You graduate with sports management.
Yeah, you get
You can be a
groomed.
coach,
You get groomed the
you
same
can
way.
be a
Yeah, I
trainer.
love that.
You don't have to play the sports, but you can be a coach.
Yeah, you
trainer.
get groomed the
But
same
something-
way that
yes,
I'm bringing
a
it back,
person
guys.
in the field,
medicine.
yes, would be groomed.
I'm
You know
bringing it back because really,
Can I just say this one thing?
this is the last thing, and we're wrapping up the
Let
show.
me just say this one thing.
Let's go.
I know we blame the government a lot, but I would like the parents to also take the blame on this one, because
go.
before the government is going to identify your
Let's
kid as
go.
being good at whatever, you as a parent, it's your job
Let's go.
to make sure that your kid
Let's
is
go.
actually on that path through and through,
Yeah.
and is disciplined. And also, the other thing I want to say is that because we understand, the reason why we're having this conversation right now is because we understand as this generation. So it's on us to do better from here onwards.
Okay.
Look at you, Daddy Bank clothes. You're supposed to wear that Daddy Bank clothes shirt this week. But shout out to Orlando Pirates for winning last week Saturday. It's not like we care, came out for life. But look, it's been GSL Streets, it's been Global Streetz Live. Sure, guys, it's been absolutely amazing. What an amazing episode. Catch us same time, same place, next week. Barikibona bao. Bastrata. Okay,
Bastrata.
let's just... no, he's just...
I get you were talking, so I'm doing the actions, you know?
Wana!
I'm going with it.
We love you, and it's been a great
Thank you.
one. Next week, let's go. That's the kind of thinking that's gonna get you into Harvard.